But then the convenience.
I'm not seeing the convenience.
Just this doesn't, and then you just.
We asked 4 women entrepreneurs from different cultural backgrounds to come in and talk about their periods. Solmaz is from Iran. Katerina is from Kenya. Kene is from Nigeria. And Irene is Filipino-Canadian. Okay, ladies, let's get this started. Let's talk about the cultural differences of menstruation and how it's viewed depending on where you're from.
So yeah, there are like certain cultural taboos, like the whole women are dirty, so you'd be secluded. You'd have to take like special baths. You can't cook for anybody because the food is gonna be contaminated. Nobody can touch you because you're gonna be contaminated. Yeah, and
Even
after
now?
Some communities.
it will be like this, like you go deep into the villages, people that still hold on to like their traditional values. Yeah. So yeah, it's like after your period, you now take like a special bath. Then you can now rejoin society, you know. Yeah.
One more thing that was in our culture, virgins, they say that virgins cannot use tampons.
That's the thing. It would be a thing of like, why do you need something to go inside you if
Yeah.
it can come out of you? And it's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know, convenience.
In high school, it was a thing. Like if they saw you using, like my secondary school, they saw you using tampons, they'll slut shame you so bad.
Yeah.
Funny. It's funny now when you think
back.
about it
Yeah.
because it's just social conditioning,
Yeah.
right? Because of the whole idea of like purity culture. So yeah, it's like the fact that you're putting something in.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, defiling. You're
It's like a
defiling
sin.
yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Like,
shocked me coming to Canada?
What?
That menstruation powder is given for free.
Oh my God.
In the
When
bath. I was
went
just
to
like,
see
that's
you-
wild.
As many as you need.
Yeah.
Freely.
Amazing.
Canada.
What has your experience been like when it comes to talking about periods with your family?
My mom was mostly comfortable with talking about my period with me. And I think one thing that helped was that she worked in like the medical space. So like, it was like she was cool talking about uncomfortable things. And also it's like she wants you to be educated because she used to work so much. My dad used to work so much as well. But I don't remember any conversations happening with my dad in the room. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think like for me it's like the same about the dad. I never had a conversation with him to the point that once my mom asked him to go and buy some pads for us, and he bought baby diapers.
Oh, he's trying his best. That's so good.
Oh my God.
Wow. Such a far left shot.
What was your reaction like when your dad brought home diapers?
I was angry.
I would have been angry too. That's not what I need.
Like, read.
What am
It's
I-
written right there. There are
Baby
babies.
diapers.
Yeah,
So,
but
like-
from his perspective, I can understand why he'll think he'll be like, okay, if babies can use it, then I'm
Then
They
get,
can use it.
thing, right?
get me adult diapers.
I don't think he saw us as adults.
The person I feel like I spoke to is my older sister. And I thank God that I had an older sister because like older sisters are God given. They're the best. She was more open to talking to me about menstruation, talking about cramps, talking about like pads, telling me that tampons actually exist. I was like,
That part.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't remember a conversation before my period about my period.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything after that, it's just me and my mother really tight after that. And then any other conversation around that, it was my mother would be like, go to the store and get exactly this photo. And that was to avoid the diaper. And that was the extent of it.
Okay.
I never used
The period
This.
panties.
No.
Never.
I'm scared.
Yeah, but
because you
wouldn't
have to
trust
wash it, and it's like how many hours can you have to have a few of them,
Yeah, for
and
me.
I don't do laundry every day.
I don't do like you have
Especially
to
on
wash
my
it with
period, I'm not
hands.
going to do
It's
any
also,
Yeah.
how are you wearing that? Like if you're wearing pants, it's not gonna work.
It's not a pants
No.
day, hun.
It's not a
Nobody
pants.
Change your
see you
outfit.
printing.
Unless I'm like wearing like sweatpants, that works.
Sweatpants.
I think everyone's also going to see you printing. 'cause
Yeah,
of
you're going
how
to see the
thick-
print.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of how thick
thick
it
it is.
is. Okay, I've never used this though. Anyone?
No, I don't know. I feel like it's messy.
My friends use it,
hand.
They said that there's a learning curve,
What do you mean a learning curve?
like to how to insert it, because there's like you have to fold it
Yeah.
a certain way, and then
And this is
I
one of
clearly
those
have not gone
times
through the learning
have-
curve.
Yeah,
I'm like, I haven't learned the curve, and then you like insert it, and then it opens up, so it's like a cup.
it's cup. Okay.
Yeah.
My issue is the removing. How
Yeah.
are you holding it to remove it and not spill?
Yeah, you
Over
can't
the
just
toilet.
you can't just do this anywhere.
Yeah.
Right, because there's a likelihood of spilling.
Do you know I saw this applicators for the
Tampax.
first time in
The
Canada?
Tampax.
I didn't know
So you've
tampons
always
come with
seen-
applicator. I've
you've
always seen this.
one?
Yeah. I've never understood like what's the point?
Yeah,
You can use your fingers.
You-
Like I
Mom.
like just wash your hands.
Well, I think
she was gonna say that, just like wash your hands.
I think you also have to take into considerations that things could happen in unexpected places.
What's happening to you when you insert a tampon in unexpected places?
Like maybe there's no water to wash my
Ah.
hands.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. But then the
Right?
convenience.
I'm not seeing the convenience, but
Are you serious?
Really? When you can just, this doesn't, and then you just,
yeah, but then you're adding extra material that is not necessary.
On the point
I
of
can't put it,
waste.
it doesn't go
Yeah,
back.
On the
on
point
waste.
of waste, yes.
Yeah. To wash your
Irina,
hands and
what are we
fine.
going to do about that?
This looks like something I grew up with immediately.
Yeah.
But not like 2 inches thick. Because the first one I had was like one of those like maxi pants.
Maxi.
Yeah. That
I
was
didn't know
like,
there was maxi until like later. I thought those only the normal, and there I am
you
with
never
a
had
heavy,
heavy
flow.
flow?
I had heavy flow, but I didn't know there were maxi pads
oh, so you were just changing your
was
pad
just-
every single hour.
every 2 hours.
Wow. Because this was like, this is, when I had it, was the first, that was the first, this size, but like,
Thick.
it's thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would wear that, and that was the most uncomfortable thing on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Milk was a bad choice.
Do you know what sets that pad apart from the rest of the products on the table? It's fully compostable.
Power. Yeah.
Zero waste.
Arena Revolution.
Zero waste.
Because this is waste. This is, I agree.
Katerina,
This
good point.
is plastic. This is, and there's a lot of plastics in this world.
This is
Even
also
the sticky
plastic.
part. Even this part.
Yep, even the sticky part.
Ooh.
Oh, she
Smart.
thought through. Very
I see you.
demure, very mindful.
Very mindful. She's very mindful of
Very
the earth.
cutesy. Seriously. I was always nervous whenever I would wear like a thick pad on the back of my, I'd always be like, can you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always.
And-
But this one is so thin.
That one's, yeah.
right?
I would be content with this. This one, obviously, but like I couldn't.
I don't know about that.
I couldn't.
Okay, let's move on to some period trivia. Feel free to grab one of those cards on the table.
Okay. How many menstrual products does the average person use in a lifetime?
So many.
Okay. Over 5,000, over 10,000, over 20,000.
It's tricky.
Well, when you're free bleeding, you just.
I'll go with B.
I would actually go with the higher, the 20,000.
Oh, come on. Now you
I was
wanna-
also-
now you wanna go with the
Lifetime
highest
though.
number.
Lifetime.
I think it's also 20.
I think it's also
20.
20,000 because like I go through maybe like 5 in a day, maybe more than.
Doing the math, so maybe 20K. 20K.
Yeah, over your lifetime.
Yeah,
You
20K.
saying you started at what, 10, 11?
Yeah,
and you
20K,
started like
20K.
And you stop at like 50?
50?
Yeah.
Those are 40 years of your life.
Wow, that's a long time to bleed.
So, what's your answer?
Someone
I
said
said
20.
20.
Highest number.
Yeah.
Everyone said 20.
The highest number.
The answer is over 10,000. Depending on the source, they say it's somewhere between 10 and 16,000.
Wow, that's why my mama said, this is what you're doing for the rest of your life.
Let's do one more question.
How many pads and tampons are dumped into the North American landfill each year? That's so sad. Well, if the first card said between 10,000, so 11,000 to 16,000 in a lifetime, and this is North America, I'm going to vote on the higher end of that and say 10,000.
10,000. I was going to say around 14K.
I was going to say in the millions.
Yeah, millions.
How many pads and tampons
Yeah.
are dumped into the North American landfill each
But
year?
this is where I fall for peer pressure again.
Don't listen to me. This is my own opinion. I feel like it's in the millions.
I'm gonna say like 100,000, 150,000, because there's a lot of people here.
100,000, yeah.
I'll still say a million at least.
Million. Crazy. A million is scary,
That's a
you know?
lot of
A million is
debris.
scary.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
not
we need a
leaving.
revolution.
A
revolution will not be done on 10,000.
Okay. Hundreds of thousands.
I'm gonna say 100,000.
You ready for this? 20 billion.
Oh, that's so many.
Scary.
Pretty sobering numbers.
That's wild. That's too much. That's gross.
Well, ladies, thank you. You've all been incredible guests.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
I would be waiting on a deal from Netflix. I know.